the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. I would like to contribute the monetary award of $200,000 that 1 crore 30 lakh rupees to the Namami Gange fund, our efforts to clean a river that is not only held sacred by all the people of India, but is also an economic lifeline to millions of my countrymen and women. मुझे जो इस सम्मान के साथ इतनी बड़ी अमाउंट सम्मान निधि के रूप में मिली है,
the large amount that has been granted to me as a monetary award, which is 1.30 lakh rupees. I will be contributing this amount to the Namami Ganga project, which is a clean Ganga project.
The Seoul Peace Prize was established to mark the success and spirit of the 24th Summer Olympics held in Seoul in 1988. India remembers the games quite well because they ended on Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, 2nd October. The games showcase the best of Korean culture, the warmth of Korean hospitality, and the success of the Korean economy. And not to forget, they mark the arrival of a new sporting powerhouse in the global arena. But the Games were also an important landmark in world history. The 1988 Olympics were held at a time of many changes in the world. The Iran-Iraq war had just ended. The Geneva Accords relating to the situation in Afghanistan had been signed earlier that year. The Cold War was ending, and there was great hope that a new golden age will soon dawn. And for a while, it did. The world is better in many aspects today than it was in 1988. Global poverty has been steadily falling. Healthcare and education outcomes have been improving. And yet, many daunting global challenges remain. Some are old, some new. A few months before the Seoul Olympics, the first public warnings about climate change were sounded. Today, it is recognized as a big threat to humankind. A few weeks before the Seoul Olympics, an organization called Al-Qaeda was formed. Today, radicalization and terrorism have become globalized and are the biggest threats to global peace and security. And millions of people around the world still remain without adequate and quality access to food, shelter, healthcare, sanitation, power, and above all, dignity of life. Clearly, there is a lot more that needs to be done. The solution to the hardship we face is in hard work. And India is doing her part. We have been working to improve the well-being of the people of India who form 1/6 of humanity. India is today the fastest growing large economy in the world, with strong economic foundations, fundamentals. This has been possible because of the major economic changes that we have introduced. Flagship initiatives such as Make in India, Skill India, Digital India, Clean India have contributed to visible socio-economic growth. We have focused on financial inclusion, access to credit, digital transactions, last mile connectivity, and support to small and medium enterprise so as to spread development across the country and enrich all the citizens of India. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is making India clean from a sanitation coverage of around 38% in 2014. The number today stands at 98%. The Ujjwala Yojana is improving the lives of our rural women through use of clean cooking fuel. Ayushman Bharat is providing health care and insurance to 500 million poor and vulnerable people. And through these initiatives and many more, we have contributed to holistic development of India's march towards achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In all our efforts, we are guided by Mahatma Gandhi's teaching that we should recall the face of the poorest and the weakest person that we have ever seen and ask ourselves if the step that we plan is going to be of any benefit to that person. Friends, India's growth story is not only good for the people of India, but also for the entire world. We live in an increasingly connected world. As the third largest economy, our growth and prosperity will inevitably contribute to global growth and development. We are committed to make a peaceful, stable, and economically interlinked world. India, as a responsible member of the international community, has also been in the forefront of our collective fight against climate change. Despite having a historically low carbon footprint, India has been playing an active role in the global fight against climate change. At the domestic level, this has been done by unveiling our National Action Plan to reduce carbon emissions, increase forest cover, and replacing traditional carbon fuels with renewable energy supplies. On the international plane, we have partnered with like-minded countries to launch the International Solar Alliance, which aims to harness the clean and unlimited solar energy as an alternative to fossil fuels. We are one of the largest troop contributing countries for UN peacekeeping operations, and we are proud to have been able to contribute the peace on the Korean Peninsula. We have extended a helping hand to countries in need and participated actively in humanitarian work and disaster relief. We have carried out operations in conflict zones and rescued not only Indians, but also nationals of many other countries. We have been an active and considerate development partner for other developing countries, with our guiding principle being to help in developing their physical and social infrastructure. Through these efforts, we seek to ensure that the benefits of a globalized and interconnected world are equally experienced by all. Over the past 2 years, my government has renewed interaction and forged new partnerships across continents. In the East Asian context, we have redefined our engagements with countries in the region, including with the Republic of Korea under our Act East policy. I am glad to hear an echo of our approach in President Moon's new Southern policy. Friends, India has been the land of peace for ages. The people of India have practiced the concept of peace and harmonious coexistence for thousands of years. With hundreds of languages and dialects, many states and major regions, India is proud to be one of the most diverse nations in the world. We are proud that ours is a land where people of all faiths, beliefs, and communities can prosper. We are proud that ours is a society based not only on tolerance but on celebration of difference and diverse cultures. Friends, like Korea, India has also suffered the pain of cross-border strife. Our endeavor towards peaceful development has only too often been derailed by cross-border terrorism. While India has been the victim of cross-border terrorism for over 40 years, all nations today face this grave threat which respect no borders. The time has come for all those who believe in humanity to join hands to completely eradicate terrorist networks and their financing, supply channels, and counter terrorist ideology and propaganda. Only by doing so can we replace hate with harmony, destruction with development, and transform the landscape of violence and vendetta into a postcard for peace. Friends, progress over the past years toward peace and the Korean Peninsula has been heartening. President Moon deserves all the praise for the role he has played in overcoming the legacy of mutual distrust and suspicion between the DPRK and the international community and bringing them to the discussion table. This is no small achievement. I state again my government's strong support to the ongoing dialogue process between the two Koreas and between the USA and DPRK. As the popular Korean saying goes, Shijagi Bhanida. A good beginning is half the battle. I have every confidence that with continued efforts from the Korean people, peace will soon prevail on the Korean Peninsula. Friends, I would like to end by quoting a portion of the 1988 Olympics theme song because it perfectly captures the hopeful spirit for the better tomorrow for all of us. Hand in hand, we stand. Hand in hand, we stand. All across the land, we can make this world a better place in which to live. Kamsa Hamnida. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
네, 여러분 나렌드라 모디 총리님께 다시 한번 큰 박수 보내주시기 바랍니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us congratulate Prime Minister Narendra Modi once again with a big round of applause.
네, 다시 한번 축하의 말씀드리고요. 자, 이어서 다음은 문희상 국회의장님의 축사가 이어지겠습니다. 큰 박수로 모시겠습니다.
We will now have the congratulatory remarks from Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honorable Moon Hee-sang.
안녕하십니까.
Distinguished
대한민국 국회의장
guests, good
문희상입니다.
afternoon. I'm Moon Hee-sang, Speaker of the National Assembly.
참으로 오래간만에 듣는 감동적인 수상 소감이었습니다.
Which actually moved
특히
me,
시작이 반
His
하는
Excellency Prime Minister
대목하고
Modi. And when you said
라고 하는 대목에서
the
벅찬
beginning
감동을
is
느꼈습니다.
halfway, and when you said hands in hand, that part was very moving. Congratulations on the hosting of the 14th Seoul Peace Prize Award ceremony. My special gratitude extends to Chairman Kwon Hee-hyuk of Seoul Peace Prize Cultural Foundation and the foundation's staff members for putting this event together. My gratitude also goes to Minister Do Jong-hwan of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the diplomatic delegations, and all the distinguished guests who have joined us today. Above all, my heartfelt congratulations go to His Excellency Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the winner of the 14th Seoul Peace Prize. I would also like to welcome the Indian delegation to Korea. The bilateral trade volume between Korea and India reached $20 billion in 2017. At the same time, Korea's investment to India rose to $610 million. Also, about 700 Korean companies, including the nation's conglomerates, are currently doing business in India. It gives me tremendous pleasure that Korea is bolstering ties with incredible India. During the bilateral summit this morning, the two leaders reconfirmed their commitment to the special strategic partnership and agreed to further cement the bilateral ties with a future-oriented perspective. And I believe that this decision will bring huge benefits to the citizens of both countries. In particular, I believe that India bears huge significance to Korea as the country is a core partner of the Korean government's new southern policy. The Indian government has also recently made a shift from its Look East policy to Act East policy under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi. It is hence my belief that Korea's new southern policy, when coupled with India's Act East policy, will drive Asia's peace and co-prosperity. Distinguished guests, the Seoul Peace Prize was established to commemorate the spirit of peace and harmony of the 24th Olympic Games held in Seoul. To date, Seoul Peace Prize has awarded 13 winners, among which one organization and 3 individuals won the Nobel Prize. This is testament to the prestigious status of Seoul Peace Prize on the global stage. Today we have with us a former Secretary General of the United States, Mr. Ban Ki-moon. When you receive the Nobel Prize, then you will be the 4th winner. The laureate of the 14th Seoul Peace Prize, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, dedicated himself to the economic growth, flourishing democracy of India, and world peace. He has led a life respected by others. The great Indian poet Sir Tagore once called Korea the lamp of the East, and it is my firm belief that Prime Minister Modi will be the lamp of Northeast Asia's stability and world peace. distinguished guests, this year marks the 100th anniversary of Korea's independence movement. Meanwhile, India commemorates the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The two countries cherish a history of non-violent, peaceful resistance to invasion. 2018 celebrated the many different events. In fact, 2018 celebrated the 30th anniversary of Seoul's Olympics, which laid the foundation for Seoul Peace Prize. The year 2018 also opened a new chapter for Korea in terms of building a peace process. The Korean Peninsula nuclear crisis is now behind us, and we have witnessed 3 Indo-Korean summits over the past 5 months. The first ever U.S.-North Korea summit also took place last year. Last year was full of miracles. The second U.S.-North Korea summit will take place in just 5 days. Peace on the Korean Peninsula must lead to the stability and prosperity of Northeast Asia and eventually to world peace. Global citizens, let us aspire to the success of the second summit, as already said and wished by His Excellency Prime Minister Modi. Once again, congratulations on the hosting of the 14th Seoul Peace Prize Award ceremony. I wish you all happiness. Thank you.
네, 다시 한번 멋진 축사.
होटल के बाहर प्लीज
बात कर लेते हैं, विनोद सर से बात कर लेते हैं।
आई डोंट नो
अजी
एंड व्हेन कोच इन वीडियो कॉलिंग आई डोंट वीडियो।
अरे हद ही हो गई यार। ठीक है, क्यों सर मैं बीच में आ रहा हूँ? नहीं, बात कर लेता हूँ। सर विनोद सर बात करेंगे।
don't shake don't shake
लगभग 9 किलोमीटर का स्ट्रेच है जहाँ पे कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी आगे बढ़ेंगे। राहुल गांधी आंध्र प्रदेश में यात्रा में है और यहाँ से वो आगे बढ़कर 500 किलोमीटर सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ते हुए ऊपर बढ़ते जाएंगे।
Okay, go. Yeah. Sir. Sir, only one. వెళ్తున్నటువంటి భక్తులు కూడా Second. Okay, no problem. Photo, thank you. दादा ये देखो पीछे
Thank you.